Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Lazy Man's Way to Make Coffee. I'm Al for Drinking Coffee, in case you didn't already know, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to make the perfect and easiest pour over of your life. So to do this, you're going to need two things. Number one, obviously, is coffee. Just like every recipe that I'll give you, you want to make sure you have the perfect coffee for you. I today have 49 Parallels El Ocotillo, and it's got notes of vanilla and wild strawberry, which I think is going to be amazing. Second thing is a pour over. I have a bodum pour over with a metal filter. I'll explain the metal filter later, but this recipe will work with any V60, Chemex, or any pour over that you have. So don't fret, don't worry, you don't need this one specifically. I just have it because it's easy, convenient, and gets me the coffee that I want. So anyways, let's get started. So for your pour over, you're gonna want to grind your beans just a little bit finer than you would for a French press. You also want to have 20 to 30 grams of beans. This looks about right. I tend to eyeball it. You can weigh it if you like, but over time you'll learn how much you actually need to get that perfect cup of coffee for you. So you grind it up, and when you think it's ready, see, it's a little bit coarse still, so let's change that up. So this right here is perfect. If you can see, there's still a little bit of flakes in there, but that'll be okay because you're still gonna try to extract the oils from the pour over, from the coffee. But you don't have massive chunks like you do in a coarser grind for the French press. So this in itself is perfect. So now that your coffee is ground, all you gotta do is boil some hot water. If you want to boil it at a specific temperature, you can. I usually just boil a kettle and wait for it to be done, and then you're good to go. So the first step that you're going to do here is from the outside in, you're going to slowly pour the hot water in a counterclockwise motion until you've just fully saturated all the beans. The reason for this is it's the initial extraction. Hey guys. So while the coffee's brewing, I wanted to let you in on why I use a metal filter instead of a paper filter. Obviously, paper filters are more frequently used and more commonly seen in coffee shops and things like that, so you might not have ever seen a metal filter for your pour over. But the reason I use one is because the coffees actually have oils in them, and when you're brewing, it actually extracts the oils with it and makes for a fuller, more rich flavor, whereas the paper filter will seep up all the oils and allow for a crisper, clean-cut flavor in your coffee. At the end of the day, it's really about preference. For me, I just like a fuller, stronger flavored coffee, but if you're more into the crisp, clean-cut flavor, then use a paper filter for this method. Awesome. So now that you've gone one round, you gotta make sure that you go from the inside out, this time, saturating the beans. So that it's fully extracted. And obviously you're gonna wanna do this another 2 times. One time from the outside in, and another time from the inside out, for a total of 4 times. So you watch this, and basically wait for all the water to filter through. And once that's done, that's when you know your coffee's ready. So now that you've allowed the water to filter all the way down, and you've gone through it 4 times, all you gotta do is give it a little swirl. The reason for the swirl isn't just for aesthetic, it's because you have layers of coffee and you wanna make sure it's all mixed together perfectly before you pour. Now, last step is you make sure that you have your favorite mug. And since I'm drinking 49th Parallel, why not have a 49th Parallel mug? Pour. And enjoy. And there you have it. Easy and perfect pour over every time. So obviously I drink my coffee black, but you can add cream, sugar, whatever it is you need to make that coffee your own and perfect. So all that I ask of you now is to like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, go enjoy yourself a good cup of coffee. I've been out for drinking coffee, and this has been the lazy man's way to make coffee. Cheers.